If you're looking for a video to show you how to listen to your intuition, how to hear the whisper of the intuition, and how to distinguish between the intuition as well as the mind, as well as the heart, look no further. You're watching the perfect video.
You've come to fight as three men. And three men you are. What will you do without freedom?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Godly Potential YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be talking about intuition, how to listen to the whisper of the intuition, how to better hear it, and how to distinguish, how to determine between the intuition, or the gut, I like to call it, over the mind or the thoughts, and the heart. Okay. Now, when it comes to listening to and hearing your intuition, we must first understand that the intuition, it doesn't really speak in the form of the mind or the head does, or the heart does. Okay. It comes to you in a subtle way, a more subtle way. Okay. It's not backed by logic. It's not packed with a bunch of emotion. Sometimes it is, but most of the time it's a whisper. Now, when we deal with the emotion and this whisper, understand that the more you ignore this whisper, the lower the volume goes. The more you listen to it, the higher the volume goes, the more you can be able to recognize it because it's familiar to you. Okay? So, how to distinguish between the mind, the heart, and the intuition. Okay. First, let's look at the mind. All right, let's start at the top. When it comes to your mind, okay, you don't know if it's the intuition speaking or just a thought that you had, okay, or if it's produced from the mind. What I have discovered is when it comes to thoughts and things conjured up in the mind, it is backed by logic, okay? Because the mind is a supercomputer. Its task is to look out into the environment, collect data like a computer does, decode that data, and give you an answer, okay? It's constantly searching for answers. So whenever something happens, it's going to give you something that's backed by logic. That's how the mind works, okay? So the way you can distinguish the mind from the intuition is because the mind is backed by logic majority of the time, okay? Now we move down to the heart, okay? We're dealing with the heart. It's pretty difficult to distinguish the heart between the intuition, okay? Because a lot of people confuse the two. They say, I'm following my heart, okay? Or you got like stoicism and they say they put logic over emotions. But a lot of times the intuition can be confused by the emotions. And it's kind of, in my opinion, pushing a not so beneficial thing. Don't get me wrong, stoicism is great, okay? But a lot of people lump intuition with emotions, and so they cancel out intuition with emotion. But anyway, when it comes to the heart usually deals with a lot of emotion. So if you get something from the heart that's telling you what to do, it's normally backed by a lot of emotion, okay? Like something that's going to make you happy, or something that's going to bring you pleasure or comfort, is what I have discovered. That's when it comes to dealing with the heart. Now, when it comes to dealing with the emotion or the gut, as I say, a lot of people say I should follow my gut. I just like your intuition, your sixth sense, whatever you want to call it. Okay. The intuition comes as a knowingness. It's a lot different from the thought, the emotions, because the knowingness, it's not backed by logic. The shit doesn't make sense, okay? A lot of times it's not backed by emotions, unless it's something that's what I've discovered. It's only backed by emotion when there's something extremely important that you need to listen to. Then it's backed by emotion, because the emotion has to kick in to stop you from moving in that direction. Okay, this is just my observations. Okay, so to break it down again, If you get something just bubble up and you don't know if it's mind, if it's the heart, if it's the gut intuition, look at that piece of data. Is it backed by logic? If it is, it's the mind. If it's backed by an overwhelming amount of emotion, it may be the heart. It could be the intuition. Okay? But is it a knowingness? Then you know for sure it's the intuition. Now, when it's backed by all that emotion, you just go ahead and listen to it. It could be the heart, it could be the emotion. But as you start doing that activity, your intuition will let you know if it's not the intuition. Okay? By you just get a resistance within you. Okay? So that's how you distinguish between the three. So how do you listen to it more? Or how do you listen to it? Basically, when you get that knowingness, follow it. Because I know everybody out there in the world has had that gut feeling. They went against it and they regret it. Okay? Or they had that gut feeling. They went with it. They didn't know why. They just went with it. And boom, there you go. It turned out great. Or they made the right turn. Or they made the right move. And it saved them from experiencing fill in the blank. Okay? So, how to listen to it. How to hear it better. Like I said, it starts off at a whisper. The less you listen to it, the smaller that whisper gets. So, you listen to it by simply following its lead more often. When you do hear it, you follow it. You go with it. Because what that's doing is it's making that voice louder. It's coming familiar to it. It's putting intuition, it's making it senior above the thought as well as the emotions. Okay? Now, how does one develop that? How can they hear it more? Just besides by when it comes up to it. You can hear it better by stilling the mind. That is mainly accomplished through meditation for me. I would also recommend a book called The Power of Now. Okay? It basically teaches you how to put yourself in the present moment. Because in the present moment, very little thoughts live in the present moment. Your mind is never going to stop running, but it's going to be less chatter because you're going to learn through the teachings of the book not to put your attention on the future, which is all about, it creates anxiety. And then it's not going to put your mind on the past, which creates guilt and shame and woulda, coulda, shoulda scenarios. Okay. So listen to it. Listen to your intuition. Clear your mind, still your mind through meditation or any type of practice you do, yoga, or you would like to do yoga. Working out does it too. When people run, they get their runner's high, you know. It's similar. Or somebody doing the activity, they get in that flow state, right? Where they just do the stuff effortlessly. It's the same thing. Your mind clears and you just go, it's like your subconscious actions kick in that regard when it comes to that flow state. Now, like, I really want to hone in on the listening to it part. Because typically this is how it works. The intuition will start out with small things, okay? Just to see if you're going to follow suit. Like for me, I will be sitting at home. I'll get the intuition to just get up and go somewhere. Go to the park, go to the store, call this person or whatever. And I'll do it. And then I'll keep doing it. I'll keep whatever comes up, I'll just listen to it. I'll just listen to it. And then eventually, those small things will get more grand because it seems as if the intuition starts with small things just to see if you will listen before it gives you the big things, right? Because if you can't listen to the small piece of advice, why would you listen to the huge piece of advice? Okay? It's here to aid us and assist us. So if you just get the instinct, the intuition to do something, it may be small, just get up and go to the park, get up and go for a walk, get up and go for a drive, go out, drive to the store. Or if you're driving or doing whatever and you get the intuition to go here or go there, just follow it, listen to it. Because it's only pretty much giving your intuition more reasons to give you into or give you guidance in bigger events. Okay. which will help in the future, because then when you got real big life decisions, you won't be stuck, because the intuition will kick in and guide you. But that is how I have learned to listen to the intuition, as well as distinguish between the mind, the heart, and the intuition. Hope that helped. If it did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribed for more. If you feel like this video can help others, be sure to share it. Leave in the comments, what are some things you do to help you hear your intuition? Or was the time when you didn't listen to your intuition and it turned around and bites you in the ass? I want to hear about it. But if you got any suggestions, any questions, anything of that nature, leave in the comments, or you can email me at mygollypotential@gmail.com. I need some water. Let me finish this video. But anyway, until next time, I'm out. Peace.
You've come to fight as 3 men. And 3 men you are. What will you do without freedom?